don't know, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't think these things are ready yet. We'll let them go probably another couple days before maybe they're ready. Morning. Welcome back to Maz. That's what we're going to be affectionately referring to this map as, because I do not want to butcher the name. So we're back on Maz. It's 6 o'clock in the morning in September. So we're 2 days per month, but obviously when you start the map in August, you're going to end up with 1 day in August, and then you'll start to get 2 days. I think we'll get 2 days in September or October. I can't remember. Well, I think maybe they classify September as the fall. So overnight, I did spend some time. I mentioned that I didn't think that cutting trees made the best content from like a visual aspect. So I did cut down a number of trees, and I got to shoveling as many as I could over into this area here. So basically, I think loading a trailer is maybe not as bad on camera as cutting the trees themselves are. So I got that over there. Likely we will sell. I can't see waiting for wood prices to go up or down. So we may just sell as we go here. I was half thinking that I should maybe stop wasting this wood because it's all we have, and look at converting some of it into through some type of small production. But I've got some other ideas that we're going to start running today. So if you think about it, we have a certain amount of property here that has trees, and the trees are something that we can cut down and make money from. That's great, but that's going to run out at some point. So we need some type of sustainable income. We have one dinky little field that is not going to feed us. Not to mention we're in September now, so I think the only thing I can plant right now is wheat, barley, and grass. I was tempted to plant grass, and we may do that. My thinking is that even if we can't mow the grass before winter, at least we'll get a chance to get one mow off of it before maybe we want to plant wheat in the spring, and then and then be able to harvest that later in the fall, and then we can benefit from the grass. By that time, I may change my mind and decide that we're going to build out some of this forest and expand the field, but we're just not there yet. I don't have a good way of plowing the field, I guess, for lack of a better way. I can take this tractor and we can upgrade the horsepower to about, I think we can get to like 55 horsepower or something, like 60 horsepower maybe. And then there's that John Deere plow or seeder that everybody seems to have to start with, that we could potentially buy and then plant grass. So that may be, so I noticed it says September 1 at the top, so I'm kind of hoping that means we have 2 September days. I started to try to get a bit of a load of logs here, but I figured we'll just wait until you guys show up finally. I've been up all night waiting for you, just watching those sausages, hoping they'd cook. That space over there that we're looking at right now, I need that cleared because I want to put in a couple sustainable money generators for us. Things that we can use for small productions. So namely, we're going to be looking at like gardens and greenhouses and stuff. I think that's just like, it's one of those repetitive things like, oh man, doing that again, eh? But it's just one of those repetitive things that, or necessary things in order to succeed in a play like this. The contracts are few and far between. There's a couple of harvesting contracts today, 2 oat and 1, I want to say potatoes is what was up there already anyways. So we may see more pop up as the day goes by. There's 1 plowing contract that we may take advantage of also, but I figured we'd start off by getting at least this load of logs, 1 trailer load of logs sold, and then we'll have some money in the bank. Obviously we've got a little bit of money anyways, but and then I can make room here because I do want to get a couple things cooking before we start doing other stuff anyways. But I haven't edited the first video yet or done anything with it. I don't know how long that first episode actually ended up as, so we'll see. Whatever it was, I hope it worked out for you. Okay, so carpentry. So no longer our neighborhood sawmill, and we're basically right at the top price. So let's see where the carpentry is on the map. Probably really far away. Oh, good. Okay, well, you know what? For $30, All right, let's take one load there just so we can see what it's like, and then we'll decide how much we hate it or not. I can't remember what the hills are like on the way there, but I think there's a hill immediately as we go. Wow, whatever. You know what? For an adventure, let's go check that carpentry out, and then we'll see what happens. I was trying to think of ways that, so you can't put a front weight on this tractor, so I was trying to think of ways that I might be able to weigh that front end down a bit and keep a little bit more kind of even weight distribution on our setup here. And one way, I guess I could get an IBC of like water or something. And I should have got a run at this, shouldn't I? We're screwed. No traffic behind us yet, so that's good. We're not making it up here, are we? Come on, baby. Okay. Oh, yeah. Brakes. I got the gas fully pinned. All right, I think we're going to our favorite neighborhood carpentry. If I can get turned around here. Anyways, yeah, I was thinking if I put an IBC on the front of this, then perhaps I could weigh myself down, and then I'd have a little bit better time driving. Oh man. Okay, are we gonna fit around here? This is a disaster, folks. Nice people. I mean, they don't have horns on their cars, obviously. All right, another masterful bit of driving there. Oh, what the heck was that? Did I just see a crack in the matrix? The morning dew is on the road. That's part of the problem, and it's making everything a little bit slick. All right, let's go. I think I should put this in manual, and then we're just free rolling all the way back down the hill now. All right, I think I was able to switch it in manual. I got it in third gear. Let's see if I can get up the hill in third gear. As long as it doesn't shift, I should be okay. Okay, I'm in second gear. Yeah, see, that's all you needed. As soon as it goes to shit... Oh, well, I might have spoke too soon. Oh, man. Good morning. Well, definitely being able to hold one gear is helping. Yeah, I think that extra horse... We'll take a look. We'll see how much the extra horsepower is, and then perhaps if we had wider tires, that combination could potentially get us up the hill a little better. What's the story with this field? Sebastian Kowaleski. $62,000, eh? That wouldn't be a bad field there, folks. If we can get that whole strip of fields up there, wouldn't be too bad. I do want to be a farmer in this game. I don't want to be a lumberjack. I do want to farm. So we do want to acquire properties and be able to farm them. I don't know whether buying properties, like if we have the opportunity to buy a property now, and essentially all we could do is harvest it and then wait until the spring before it's time to do anything else with it, that might not be the best idea. We may be better off watching for fields that we can buy. You know, if we can sort of make money over the winter by greenhouses and stuff like that, and maybe small production. The greenhouse is feeding small productions. If we can kind of make it through the winter like that, then maybe we'll be in a position where we can pick up a couple of fields in the spring, and then we can, you know, start to become full-fledged farmers at that point or something. I don't think that's getting over 10 grand. Do you think so? Oh, 11? That's our biggest one yet. Okay, well that's interesting. All right, I gotta look at the map. This place is like a maze. Yeah, okay, let's rip up to the store quickly. Let's keep an eye open for a collectible that we can cash in on our one collectible per day. And then let's go see what it would cost to upgrade the tires and the horsepower in this little tractor. I think we're going to stick with it for now. We don't really need anything bigger, but I think if we can get a couple more loads of logs down to that sell point, then we can use the money to build a little bit. What is this? Oh, it still has the... This looks like a memorial to somebody. I doubt they'd hide a collectible in here, would they? Oh, there's a pig. Anybody know what that says? Yeah, so what do you think of the countryside here? Do you like these kind of maps? Like, look at these little tiny fields. Is that actually what it's like in Poland? And sorry, I'm saying Poland. Is that where this is? Like, look at this field on the left here. Field 10. It looks like perhaps there's a sorghum field and an oat field that are ready to harvest. These can't be worth anything. 38,000, 36,000. Yeah, I think there'll be some real good opportunities coming up. As much as I want to jump on some of these little opportunities now, I think we're gonna have to kind of be patient here. And it looks like I've built up a real following in the area here. Popular guy. When I checked this morning, the straw that we fermented, I think is worth, the market value on that is worth about $5,000 right now. All right, let's go get disappointed and find out how much it costs to upgrade our engine. Might as well spend the 26 bucks to repair the tractor. So we're currently there at 45. Oh, that's it. We're at the top. We're at the top, folks. Oh, wheel weights. Looks like it adds about 300 pounds or something like that. So it looks like it adds wheel weights to the inside of the front wheels. But so then if I go wide tires in the back, it takes the wheel weights out in the front. It'd be nice if I could have both. I think maybe we'll upgrade with the wheel weights. We don't care about any rollover protection, do we? I don't want to spend the money on that. We'll just take a chance. I kind of like the BKTs because they gave me a slightly... Oh, what the heck? Okay, well, I didn't notice that before. We're not doing that. Okay, there we go. And we spent about 500 bucks repairing the tractor and upgrading the wheels, the weights. Okay, well, anyways, that should help us keep the power down. I'll see if the farmer minds. I might just pull into the lot on the side here. I'm just gonna look these grass fields up and see what they're all about. Okay, so the grassland we're parked in is $36,000, and the one on the other side is $45,000. There's one over here that comes with grass and a field, I think. This is the one that has the farm on it. I wouldn't be opposed to trying to pick up one of these grass lots. I think the thing with grass is I need less. Like, there's less investment. I don't need a harvester. I don't need a seeder. Like, it literally just regrows. All right, we're back into the woods. Almost didn't make it up the big hill coming, before we had to make the left to come in here. I almost didn't make it up there. So at some point we'll make sense of all of this, the driveway and things like that. I did actually spend almost $1,000. I couldn't help myself, but I got rid of the concrete and threw down a little bit of dirt and gravel. Dummy. I shouldn't spend money on stuff like that, but I just kind of had to. I want to say this tree that I've left right here that we're circling around is the property line. Well, I want to say that, but I think I'd be lying. I think we may have to take that down. This one? I know there's one that's like right on the edge. Let's see if it's this one. So we're right there. To be safe, this one is kind of on the edge, so we really should probably knock these trees out. I want like a little complex here of money generators. I can't call them money generators. You've got to obviously, you know, put water into you got to water your greenhouses, and there's some work to do. Obviously, it's not just free money, but they do generate money, obviously. So it'll be fun to get fun. It'll be convenient to have more than one tractor, something that can be used to load and something that can be used to haul. And it's a beautiful morning here in the forest. The birds are chirping. Again, probably another couple days and those sausages will be ready. We're gonna have to remember to keep our eyes on the used market also, because as opportunities, I don't really know what opportunities we would need. At the beginning here, I'm gonna need something to cart water from, we'll put in a well, I guess, but I'm gonna need to be able to move water. Eventually we'll get probably like, what is it, $5,000. There's that eternal spring where the water just keeps flowing. We'll grab something like that where it can feed kind of a you know, anything in whatever its sort of small vicinity is. But I don't have the $5,000 to spend on that right now, so we may as well get a trailer, something small. I think there's enough small trailers that we should be okay. Am I gonna get greedy here and get 2 of these? That's not greedy. That's just smart. These logs don't look nearly as girthy as the previous logs. Well, trying to get some of those other ones onto that trailer was a nightmare. The balancing act was crazy. It was all about getting momentum in order to get the lift and then quickly get them onto the trailer before I started to tip over. All right, one of these should fit down in that little cavity there. Perfect. There you go. The logs seem to be behaving. They all seem to know their role. Okay, every once in a while this happens on this map, where my forks just get stuck in the ground. I had a couple wild rides due to that. There's a little bit of funkiness going on in the forest. Every once in a while my mouse will just freeze and I can't do anything. I have to tab into a vehicle and tab out of it in order to get things running again. So I imagine there's the odd little bug. Now, of course, that could have something to do with the 800 mods that I have installed. That's usually the source of all concerns. I love it when people jump online. They're like, "Oh, this sucks," or "This map sucks," or "This sucks," and meanwhile, it's a collision that they've inadvertently created. I don't think people are necessarily going out there and intentionally looking for mods that clash, but. Okay, let's go. Come on. The fact that it's too heavy right now also means that it's probably going to be... Yeah, okay, let's not do that. I think I just need to take a little bit off. There. Yeah, this is enough. I was saying that I didn't think these logs were girthy enough, but we seem to have found some additional girth. All right, let's get the straps. I'll just leave that other log there. I'm not chancing it. Let's go. You know what? We'll use that log to mark the weight. Oop, that's not the weight. All right, we're clear. It's a bit of a blind hill on both sides, so it's kind of a dangerous little spot. Like, can you imagine if in real life that was where you would pull out with, you know, a tractor with like hay bales or whatever, and somebody comes flying over those hills, you'd be done for. The views on this map are so nice. I'm just admiring the corn and the forest and everything. Okay, so what did we do last time? We went up in second gear, right? I think we'll do the same this time. Let's remember these days, folks, when we're big time farmers here on the map and we've paid off our loan and things are going really well. Let's remember these humble beginnings where we couldn't even make it up a hill with some logs. All right, just get that traction. Let's go. Yeah, look, it's a traction thing. All right, let's coast. So I'm guessing that because we couldn't get up the hill, this load is worth more than the last one. Oh, let's go. We got it. Keep going. Weave. Oh, brakes. That was like really rolling. Okay, what the heck are we supposed to do now? I was just gonna look at the map to see if there was another route. I mean, we could try to go all the way around. I just don't know what's over there. There's a road behind us here, so let's... So, I was thinking about the Gator, and I don't honestly think the Gator is going to be much better. The Gator, I can get to a higher top speed, so... Actually, so saying that, maybe that is a better idea. Because if I get to a higher top speed, I might be able to carry that right up the hill. This thing I can't get going fast enough. Well, let's go. We'll try the detour here, and if that doesn't work, then maybe what we're doing is hooking the Gator up to see if we can get a run at it. Okay, as long as there's no cars, we might be able to maintain some momentum around this corner. Alright, we're gonna make it. So, how's everybody doing? Hope you're enjoying the videos. Excitement? I didn't promise excitement. I don't know, folks. we may find ourselves unloading at some point here. So we've been over here before. We did a contract over here, so we're gonna make a left. We're gonna veer off to the left here. Hope there's no cars coming because I don't want to stop. So I think the name of the game for us is going to be smaller loads as we go, so we don't have to do this. But anyways, this is kind of a fun lesson. Get to see a bit of the countryside. Look at this field. It's like every piece of property has just been kind of jammed with whatever they can fit. All right, let's get a run. Going top speed now. It's kind of a nice little valley over here. It's not really a valley, I guess, but countryside looks nice. There's a farm. And then we're wide open after that. Let me get down a second. Oh God, look at this hill. This hill just keeps on going. You got this tractor. This better be worth it when we get to the when we get to the sell point. Okay, what's this hill look like? Oh, look, it just keeps going. This is not good for us. Well, actually, looks like the turn is just at the top of this stretch. Oh, come on. This next little bit looks a little steeper. There's the turn. Come on, let's go, 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 go. You got it. Yes. So I'm kind of estimating that this should have been, that should be, like, we shouldn't experience any other hills going across now. Because that should have taken us to the top of that hill that we couldn't make it up. If the hill sort of runs across the ridge. Wow, look at, yeah, this is great up here. This may be where we want to build our farm. Phew, almost 9 o'clock in the morning, and we will have essentially made about 20 grand, I guess, by the time this is done. This load's got to be like 9,000, if not more. It's in neutral, so if this thing rolls away, I'm going to be pissed. 13.6, yes. I don't want to say anything, but I was really hoping that it would be worth more than the last one, because that was a pain in the butt. I don't know how many times I could do that, guys. That's just a lot. I think, okay, so when we get back, we're going to do, we're going to look at least moving the logs that are there, and then I think with $28,000, we should be able to put in a couple of the things that I want to put in to get started. And that way we're not just running logs back and forth, but I will definitely be doing a couple more trips because I want to, I mean, all those logs that we've pulled need to get sold. All right, let's do this no lift. No lift, no problem. Okay, so one of the things that I want to put in here, oh yeah, we definitely have some clearing to do. We'll cut that tree down for sure and cut. So we got to get rid of that tree. We got to get rid of this tree. That tree's fine. It's right next to the silo. And then that'll kind of leave this area in here. So, so I want to use, so the oil production on Comlands has been insane and has been fantastic. So we have these small oil buildings, oil production right there. So that is canola, sunflower, and olive oil for 10 grand. So something can sit in here somewhere. So that's 10,000. I want to put in, how much was the olive and grape production? 10,000 also. Why is everything $10,000? Oh, you want that? 10,000. How about that? 10,000. So ideally what I would have is a couple of these in here feeding the production, and then we can get into planting, and then I'll get a greenhouse that grows sunflowers and canola, and then that can feed. So between the olives that are getting grown here and the sunflower and canola getting grown in a greenhouse, we'll be feeding the production, which will enable us to make money throughout the year. Now, in saying that, it looks like I got a little bit more cutting to do here. Yeah, I think so. If we can avoid having to do what we just did, taking the scenic route and struggling to get the wood sold, then if we can avoid that, then we should be able to turn this stuff a lot faster. I'm just, rather than just pushing this stuff out of the way, I might as well, if I'm going to handle it once, I might as well handle it twice. So I might as well try to get it into the trailer. I guess during the winter too, there won't be much to do because we'll have like farm activities pretty much shrivel up and disappear, right? So if I don't have farm activities, like if I was a farmer and didn't have farm activities, there's no contracts or anything. Everybody's just kind of fending for themselves. Usually, I guess that's when you take care of your animals. Honestly, I don't really want to do anything with animals on this playthrough, but we may not have much of a choice just if we want to diversify. I haven't really had sheep anywhere lately. I have them on hinterland, I guess. That's not necessarily true. Oh, come on, trailer. I got that one a little closer to the front, so hopefully it helps weigh it down. So I want to leave room for 2 of those orchards. I think we'll run with a couple of those right now, for now anyways. And then over time we can expand that, but I think that's probably a reasonable start. All right, I'm not going to spend a lot of time, as much as it pains me, I'm not going to spend a lot of time at the moment landscaping that, because I don't want to, I want to make sure we're sort of using our money right now to create some opportunity for us. Yeah, a little bit of a garden hose down here would be good. Oh my gosh, this would be a great one right there, but I could never tow it. We can handle more than 2. We can get these ones with 3,000 like this. 3,200, 2,900 bucks for 3,200 liters is a pretty good deal. That's not realistic. We're not going to go with that. That wouldn't be realistic. Just to see if there's anything unique in here. That's better. $1,200 for 3,000 liters. Okay, so we want to go get that. Let's shut off this tractor. I doubt anybody's going to be coming, but let's get out of the way. I want to kill the battery. Let's take this little beast over to the store. Go get our new water trailer. And we can start making some olives and grapes. I think we'll put in the oil production right away, and then we'll sell another load of logs, and we'll go get we'll put in the second or we'll put in the greenhouse, sorry. So we'll have at least 1 orchard and 1 greenhouse going right away here, and then hopefully we can start making some money. I feel this thing's so small I should put the beacons on. Oh, we still have that that carpentry tagged. I think while we're up here, let's go check it out, just so we can at least see what it looks like. The store is right here, so we're just going to skip past that, and we'll go look at the sell point here. If we could just get up that hill, that's oh, look at this. That's a tight little driveway. How much are productions here? 50,000, okay. Never mind. Never mind, kids, just keep on going. We don't have the money for this. So it's like a little, that's actually kind of cool. So it's like a little backyard carpenter. I like that. I like that it's not just a big, it's not just a big building. It's like actually, like Bill's house. That is cool. Oh, great. That just tows perfectly. Look, it's sucked right into the back of me. I can barely even turn. Wow. That 3-point hitch gets in the way of everything. I almost want to, I almost should remove it when I come to get something next time. Can you believe these people are trying to pass me? I mean, I've got my beacons on, even though you can't see it over top of this tanker. Man, that car... Oh my gosh, this is brutal. That car was on my butt the entire time, and every time I veered to the center of the road, he tried to pass me on the right-hand side. Very, very aggressive. Okay, so on the outside here, we're going to run the orchard on just water. It's a big moment here, guys. Our very first production. All right, let's just do this a couple times. How's this gonna be for backing up? All right, let me do this like 10 more times. I can't keep watching this thing jump up and down like this. Here, once this empties, we'll check to see what's in there. As long as I got over 20,000, it should be good. 17.9, so about 18,000. Okay, whatever, that's good enough for now. So I'd like to have the other orchard go in right next to this. And then we're saying this is the edge. So essentially the greenhouse, I wonder if I can fit a greenhouse right in here. Because if the production can go here and then I can have a bit of a road in the middle, then we should be all right. I wonder if I go open air garden. Nothing says winter in Poland like an open air garden. Okay, let's see if it did anything to the ground that we don't like. No, that's not bad. Oh, a little bit of weirdness in the back corner here. We'll fix that, don't worry. Okay, I guess there is no canola. Here we go again with the water. You can put water in that silo? Yeah, we're gonna have to. We gotta clean up some of this mess. Wow, the water sort of collection trigger is quite large on that that garden. Let's dump this one, and then I'll do the same thing as the last time. We'll skip a bit. All right, so we got water into the open air garden there. I was just gonna make a little bit of room here so we could get the production put in. We got about, what do we have, 14.8 right now, so we'll 10 grand to, oh please don't do that, 10 grand to put the production in, and then we'll have to sell some more wood, but we'll also check the contracts and see if there's anything going on there. Sorry, I'm not totally desperate to check the used because I don't really have anything I need right now, because we're not really going to, I don't think we're going to go and try to plant our field. Okay, so that looks good right there. Tucked under the tree, nice and close to everything else we need. I don't have my triggers on, so let's just figure out where, there we go. Okay, we want to activate sunflower oil, olive oil, so every hour on the hour that will send over whatever sunflower oil or sunflowers it's got going on. So we're going to store the grapes for now. We will come up with a plan for that. Distributing. Okay, there. Now we are passively making an income while we work. So that's good news. That makes me feel a little bit better knowing that we're going to be making some money while we're doing other things. Oh yes, I think we're right back in the same situation I was in before. Hold on, switch to manual. Oh, slow down, buddy. Oh my god, that guy was flying. All right, we're good. We're good, but I have a funny feeling we're going to be coming back with the same load. As long as I can keep spinning those wheels. Tempted to go to first, but I just get so much more wheel spin. I don't know whether the weaving actually helps or whether it just makes me feel better. Stuff's looking pretty old on this tractor already. Maybe it's just dirt. Whoa, whoa, we're up. Are we up? Oh my god, we made it. What the heck? Once again, thank you very much for all your support. Phew, okay, good news. We're here. First try, 10 grand. All right, I'll take it. Let's get out of here. What the heck? I feel like I won something. All right, let's check the let's check two things. Okay, there's nothing in used. This thing is like so tempting. It would take us 2-3 more loads of logs, which is probably everything we have cut, and we would be able to purchase this. But then I don't really know what the point would be right now because we're not farming our own property. We're literally going to be putting in greenhouses. And so this would make towing logs over here really easy, but we're going to run out of logs faster than this would be worth it to us. The other thing I'm going to check is, all right, so it's got some cultivation contracts here. I like those. +6. So we got like $5,500 worth of contracts that we could do there. Well, that's a big, that's potatoes, carrots. I'll pass. So we still have an oat contract. Okay, now oats will give us straw. And I think I had this question last episode that hasn't even been edited yet. Can I keep the straw? Yeah, let's do this. Let's go set up. We have this with our $13,000. We'll put in the other olive and grape orchard. And then we'll go and take those oat contracts. We'll hopefully leave the swath, and then let's see if we can get the straw off the field. I want to say you can, because I want to say in the past, I remember baling straw on contracts and keeping the bales. Okay, back in the woods. Here we go. All right, that works. So this, grapes and olives, activate that. Olives, we're going to distribute. And now we just got to get the water set up, and all is good. So let me do that, and then we'll go check out those contracts. So we still have room for something else over here, because we're sort of calling this the edge of our property. Once we clean up these trees, we can definitely still fit something in here. So yeah, this is going to be the key to our success, is a bunch of this kind of stuff, and then we can, by the time spring hits, we can go be farmers. But meanwhile, we're going to be groundskeepers or whatever. I don't know what you would call hanging out over here like this, but. Okay, so time went over. Got anything in here? We have a liter. So here, this would be funny. Yeah, we got $1 worth of sunflower oil and $4 worth of olive oil already. Okay, so let's go and take. He's got double carts, but he wants another $100. So we might as well just take that. Borrow oats, accept. So depending on how we feel after, we could go and grab that one too. So that header looks like it's not too wide, but I could regret this. Let's figure out where we're going. So we're just around the corner for the one, and then we can loop back for the other one. All right, stay close, buddy. put my beacons on so we're safe. I've never driven, I don't think I've ever driven this, any of the Rostel Mash equipment. All right, so my fingers are crossed that we're gonna get the straw off of this. Because I mean, with our little field, we took 5,000 liters of straw. Is that what it was? I can't even remember. But anyways, we got about $5,000 worth of silage now. Oh no! Look, there's rain in the forecast. Shoot. All right, well, we'll do our best to get this done. Crap, because that's going to affect the yield, and then we won't be able to deliver as much as we're supposed to deliver. I just got one of the locals there to run the combine for us quickly while I brought this over. I was thinking maybe I might have to use that farmer's tractor to bring this. If I can pick up the straw and I can connect to this trailer with that other tractor, then I think I'm going to use that to cart the straw back to my silo, because this is not this won't get us there very quickly. Whew, all right, well, productive day so far. We've sold a bunch of wood and we've started our mini production empire. We got our collectible. We bought a water tank. Stuff's happening, you know? It's wide open up here. It's a cool map. I like the way it's kind of like, you know, the town and everything congested in the middle to a certain extent, and then these weird little fields, and then up here it opens up. You still have a bunch of weird little fields, but it's more open. All right. All that I care about right now. Can I pick up the straw, or is it going to tell me to get lost? I'm picking up the straw. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll get the trailer up onto the road. I'll swap this little Z-door onto the forage wagon. I'll throw this grain cart onto my little tractor, and then I'll get my little tractor to go deliver the grain, and we'll get the Z-door to pick up to pick everything up off the field. That'll be cool. First things first, though. Let's get to the other field, which I think is right around the corner. At first glance on this map, it seems like you've got to drive a long way to get anywhere, but then there's these little laneways which really come in handy. And I guess if you were going to merge a bunch of these fields, you may also put in the odd road just to kind of protect yourself. I don't even know which way I'd send a worker. I'd send them the long way, I guess, but it's kind of a weird field. Almost like we'll do one headland up here, we'll do one down this long side, maybe 2 or 3 at the bottom, and then 1 or 2 on the weird, like the side that's not straight. And that should be helpful for a worker. Well, there's a farm right there. I'm sure that's not cheap. It looks like a big farm with actual farm stuff, silos and buildings and stuff. We'll have to make a point to take a drive around this map at some point just to go see what's going on. I find it's easy to just get stuck in your little corner of the world and never actually go and explore and see what's out there. Perfect. Let's get that guy going there. I don't know how much power this Z-door has, but I can only imagine that it's quite a bit more than what the little International has. It's funny, I got to keep reminding myself while I'm doing this contract. You can see how I don't like necessarily doing the harvesting contracts, because there is a little bit of extra work involved. But we're doing it for the straw. So I wonder how many episodes it's going to take to get $1 million in the bank. I think once we get all of our once we get everything rolling, right? Obviously the productions and whatnot, then I think the money should start to flow in. I mean, we're in hard economy, so it's only going to flow so much, but at least we should see some action. All right, we're going to try this one more time, see if we can get the worker to go to the right destination. What? I don't want you to hear this. I'm going to go have a talk with this guy. We're taking that over there, folks. Unfortunately, the workers think that the fields are a viable route. But that last guy, he won't be working around here anymore, I can tell you that much. It's a cool little town. Custom, everything's custom. Or looks custom anyways. Alright, so this building, I believe it's the building there with the silos. Are you guys seeing that? We didn't get hit by a penalty for the rain. So the closest I saw the roads come to was right over here. So let's see if there's a little road. See the road right through the woods there? So that does save you a little bit of time. So I'll have to remember that. That guy's field, there's no crop in there, so again, I don't feel bad driving through it. All right, the long trek, we're here. So what we'll do is we'll unload. We will move the harvester off to the side. We just got to get this grain delivered, and then we can go to town on the other side. Then we can go to town on picking up the straw. We are 100% going to be using this Z-door. Yeah, and I don't have enough detail in the contracts to be able to figure out how much of the oats we can skim off of the delivery. So we'll end up getting a bit of a delivery bonus, I think. Those gates are a little bit worrying. Not that I would be too excited about doing an additional harvesting contract, but there is this, wait, no, that's the completed one. Sorghum. Field 194, and it's got to come back to the same place. Where's field 194? So there's field 194. The delivery point is here. So yes, you can definitely get there, but no, it does not look like a lot of fun. Oh, I didn't even see how much we earned in bonus in bonus crop there, or if anything. Anybody notice that? So I could get my head wrapped around farming in town here, which would be kind of neat. Like there's a bank of fields right there, which are cool. All right, this thing is zipping along nicely. We're almost full, and I made the 2 headlands basically. By the time partway through this piece here, that should be it. So my guess is I'm going to get probably 2.5 loads off of this field, and then the other field will be bigger. So there's going to be a few trips back and forth to the old corral. All right, we're coming up. So this is the first load. We're coming up to the one place that I was kind of questioning whether or not I was going to be able to get up here. If not, we'll go up the other side of the field there, but no, we'll be okay. Yeah, this is way better. This is not a bad little tractor. Actually, this would be a good replacement for the tractor we have right now. Even though I don't really want to buy a tiny little tractor like this, but for the purposes of what we need, it pulled the forage wagon up and down the hills, no problem, like no problem at all. Ran into no issues coming over here. Bring it on. I figure we catch up, check in here or whatever. It is raining and raining hard. So does rain affect the forage wagon, I wonder? It doesn't look like it's affecting the yield, but it is definitely making for a muddy trek up and down the hill. My worry though is that now it's been raining long enough that the next time I go and hit this field, which is going to be right now, that I'm going to sink up to my axles and we're going to be dead in the water, but we'll find out in a minute anyway. So far I've taken, so the first field was 2 full loads and then like another 2,300 liters. So that was like what, 26, what is it, 13,500 liters? I can't remember. Let's call it 13, so 26, about 29,000 liters off the first field, which is basically what we had already, give or take, what we had already had in the fermenting silo. So there's about 5 grand worth of straw once it converts to silage off the first field. And on this field here, we've taken 2 full loads so far. So I mean, we call that 26,000 liters so far. So I mean, it's a little over 50,000 liters already that we've taken just in the bit. And I mean, there's definitely 1 more full load here, if not 2 more full loads on this. So by definitely worth taking the contract. I'm just hopeful that I don't get stuck in the mud here. But yeah, definitely worth taking the contract, and I mean, the fact that I could take the straw off the field obviously made all the difference. That's the bonus there, right? I don't know. I have the mud systems mod on, but is it specific to the map? Like, does the map author have had to activate something in order to make it work or something? I don't know. All I know is I don't want to sink. All right, we haven't buried ourselves yet, and I'm just heading down here for the last little bit. So 3 full loads off this field plus whatever, 9,000 liters or whatever we're gonna get here. Let's see. Yeah, like 9,800 liters. So as much as I'd like to take, go get my tractor off the other road there and use that to bring this forage wagon back, I don't think I'll make it up that hill near us. So I think what we're gonna do is we'll drive this. Yeah, we'll just get someone to follow us, and then that farmer lady that lent us this tractor can come and get it off our yard. I'm not really in the mood to go and do that sorghum harvest. That doesn't sound like fun at all, to be honest. Actually, if I was in the mood, we would have already had the combine down there and we would be working away. But just looking at how far it is and how awkward it is to get the sorghum delivered, just as soon not do that. All right, you got that okay? Sorry you got to sit outside, but you guys don't have the best track record when it comes to finding your way anywhere here. So following me is going to be what you're going to have to do. Yeah, so what are we, 5 o'clock in the afternoon on the first day of September? That's a pretty long day, I think. I don't know. Is it a long day? Who knows? Feels like we got some stuff done anyways. We'll end up ending the day here with some stuff happening. I mean, while we're sleeping, we'll have olives and grapes growing. Straw fermenting, which is good. What else will we have? I don't know. We got oats just sitting there doing nothing. We got to figure out what to do with those oats. Short of just selling them, obviously, but... And then we still have a ton of wood to get moved. I'm really torn. I have no idea what we'll end up doing on this map, to be honest with you, because I've seen so many kind of cool areas that I could probably be happy setting up anywhere. I think what we'll do is when we wake up in September, we'll go for a quick drive around. And I mean, there was that one farm we saw up in the top. Actually, quick drive around. We don't have anything that drives really quickly, but we'll do our best. But yeah, there was that one farm we saw way up in the top corner there. I'd like to see how that's configured. See our buddy still back there? Oh, there she is. Oh god, she's gonna be soaked. Sorry. But yeah, it'd be neat to see how some of these farms are configured, and then we'll have more stuff to think about while we're driving around. It'd be fun to make your own farm, but if you can get one that's already pre-made, that might be kind of cool too, depending on how it's configured, obviously. Where'd you go? Okay, anyways, thanks so much for your help. You better go home. See you later. All right, so we got $5,300 in the bank, but more importantly, we have now almost 70,000. We got about 100. Well, once all the stuff's fermented, we'll end up having about 100,000 liters of silage. So what's that? About $18,000 worth of silage, I guess, at the top. So as much as I would like to do both days in September and make this a 4-hour episode, I think we're going to end this here in the rain. Between now and the next episode, I'll have to kind of gauge whether or not we're going to pick this up in September or whether we're going to pick this up in October. If we do pick this up in October, I may very well have gone and sold some wood or something in the meantime, perhaps done a contract or something, and then I can fill you in with what's happening. But for now, I'm going to say see you later, and thanks so much. Goodbye.